5 wins and 0 losses. That is the record of this deck from the most recent Standard League event by Magic Milkshake, bringing all the boys to the yard. I'm really excited to try this out. When was the last time Jeskai did diddly squat, especially in control, and when was the last time RAL Crackling WIT saw any play at all? So this is going to be a cool day for me. It's been a while since I played this color combination, and Jeskai is actually one of my favorite color combinations. From red, we're getting in Torch the Tower, as opposed to Elspeth Smite and white, basically. We have a single copy of Lightning Helix, which is just generically a good card, but I think it's in there to combo off with RAL. In theory, if we can ultimate in -10, we draw 3 cards, we get an emblem with instant and sorcery spells. You have Storm, which means when you cast that spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn, which means we could theoretically put a lot of stuff, we could cast a lot of spells and then have Helix be the last one and then copy that a bunch of times to deal 3 damage to their face. I'm not planning to win that way, but it is, I think, in the deck for that reason. We also have 3 copies of Split Up as opposed to Temporary Lockdown, which is interesting. I'm excited to try this card out. Like, I do often find on the draw, my opponent goes mono red 1-drop, 2-drop, Screaming Nemesis, and I lock down the first 2 drops, and then Screaming Nemesis hits me, and I'm tapped out, and then they, bolt their Screaming Nemesis to fling it at face, and I can't gain life. I'm just like, all right, well, this is just stupid. So I'm excited to give it a go. There's probably a reason why Temporary Lockdown is the de facto 3-drop sweeper, but I have been curious about Split Up, so it's cool to see this guy trying it out. We got some counter spells, we got some stock ups, we got some Beza for life game, we got 2 sweepers, and we got 2 Jaces. I'm not really sure how we're going to win. Like, in my mind, we're mostly winning through the Jace mill plan and not the RAL Crackling WIT Storm plan. We might win through some Otters getting prowess and kind of chipping away. That plus the creature lands, plus like a Lightning Helix thrown in there, maybe a Sunfall token. It's not really clear to me how we're going to win, but I'm here to play. Also, sideboard's got some interesting stuff. We have 2 copies of the Lithomantic Barrage. I'm guessing for like Oculus type stuff. We'll look out for large white and or blue planeswalkers or creatures. Destroy Evil and Exercise for Domain. Disdainful Stroke. I mean, there's probably, we'll have to think about what targets we need that for. Tishana's Tidemender. I'm also not super familiar with when you sub this in, so I have to think about that. Rest in peace for the Oculus matchup. And I guess we'll put in all the lockdowns plus the split ups for mono red and just bury them. And then Jace probably also for the Domain matchup to mill them out. So here we go. We're going to do it in the ranked queue because I only did the, hold on, best of 3 ranked standard. I only did the unranked queue yesterday because I wasn't sure if I would be able to qualify for the next qualifier tournament, and I thought I might have to go through the top 250 route, but I'm feeling a little more confident in being able to qualify through the play-in event. So I'm totally happy to, if we lose all the games today and I tank my rank, I'm not going to be too beat up about it. We'll be on the play here. No red, but that is okay. Bigger problem is we have nothing to do for the first several turns. You probably have to mulligan this, right? I mean, if they're red, you just auto lose, I think. Whew. Alright, I mean, this is better against red. We can't cast the Helix immediately. We don't have double white for split up. I think we will still put back 1 split up here. I mean, we can't cast a number of different things. It's kind of an awkward start, for sure. Hopefully we can draw our way out of it. Opponent also takes the mole. Fast land your move. Yeah, expect, hold on. Mono whites. Expect some sealed content. Not taking the place of standard constructed content, but there may be some sealed content in your future, because that is what the next qualifier event actually is. This past one was standard. The today arena championship is Explorer, and then next weekend's qualifier event is sealed. So this will be cool and interesting and fun and different for me. Hopefully you guys stick around for it. We hit a fast land. So opponent is blue-white. Oh, they're Esper control here. Probably just stocking up as well. Take the next. We need land too. The counter spell. What do they want to do turn 4? I think we take this plus 1 of the lands. We don't have any basics yet, so you'd come in on white. I think we'll take these guys here. A lot of removal. We could get lost some planeswalkers like Jace. Or even torch it if they mine us, maybe. We'll see. Okay, it's just domain with a main deck stock up. So that means... I mean, I'm assuming they're just normal stuff here. I think we RAL and we could minus... We could also just kill the Beanstalk immediately, actually. It's probably one of the best things to do. Yeah, that makes the most sense here. It's just so ridiculously good. Gives me PTSD from the qualifier event where my opponent had 3 Beanstalks in the opening hand at the final match, final game. I was not super pleased to find that. So I think we're largely looking for Jace here to mill them out. I mean, we're just assuming they're 5-color domain, yeah. Okay. Will Lightning Helix ever have a target? Not really. Pick off the Hauntwoods here. I don't think we have to. We can wait for a sweeper for that. I think we hold on to the rest of our stuff. They could Zerb. If we want to slam RAL this turn, we should actually pick off the Hauntwoods now. Because if they go Zerb, power up, attack down RAL, it's really sad. So otherwise I wouldn't do this, but I think this is actually reasonable given what we want to do next. Then we can slam RAL. Otherwise, we should probably stock up because I think we're going to suicide bomb it into the Zur, which they could play through No More Lies as well. Yeah, so I think it's just RAL here. Go ahead and draw 3. I think No More Lies is potentially outclassed, but these torches are probably not very good. So is the Lightning Helix, though. I mean, this thing doesn't kill anything. A little bit like, I think probably 2 torches hit our land drop, which is mostly why I wanted to do that. He's got to get lost for my Planeswalker, so be it.
Well, this was wasted time.
With only 2 get lost main decked. I mean, we don't know exactly what he's running because he does have a main deck stock up here. Okay, the next Beanstalk, we burned our get lost earlier, which I think made sense given the time, but... And they get to draw a free card. Okay. Next land. I think we start with a stock up here and hold the counter spell plus Lightning Helix. Looking for Jace. Base is not bad. It could also get us some cards. We're going to want the next land too. How much mana do we need next turn? Put land this turn. We have 3 mana open. Probably don't need all of it. I think we can take the next survey land here, is what I'm trying to calculate. Okay, let's run out the Anchorage, I think. We could blow a Lightning Helix. We'll see if they just Zerb power up. I mean, they can pay for the No More Lies, so... Oh, man. They have so many map tokens to go. Let's see if we can get them under No More Lies mana before we do anything here. Because we could still get a useful counter. And No More Lies is going to be useless real quick. Alright, we could blow Split Up this turn. I think we're just taking 6. I would love to use a counter this turn. I don't know if we'll ever get to counter anything else. So this... Pay 3. Yeah, okay. So they're going to Zur next turn, sadly. It's not a whole lot. I mean, they just blew this for nothing, right? Sure, that's fine. Alright, this one can at least be countered. But Zur's coming next turn, and we're not really going to be able to counter that unless we draw into a hard counter here. So our new goal is like to survive the turn and then sweep. Destroy all tapped creatures, basically. We're assuming they're going to Zur here. I mean, that has to be what's going on. There's not really a whole lot we can do other than hold split up, I think. Six cards in hand. So we can go ahead and get the draw here. I think this is the play. Gain some life, get some blockers. Next split up. We also get a treasure out of the deal. Play the Survey land. Not sure we need that. I mean, we're looking for Jace. But our plan is just to survive here and then split up, basically. I think that's why they played the Binding, right? I think they just want to Zur. And we could blow a Lightning Helix just to gain life if they don't do anything. So we just sit. We maybe could have used the map token so that they wouldn't be scared to Zur. They could be worried about the hard counter. Nope, no Zur this time. Okay. I think I'm fine to blow a Lightning Helix because I still want to see Zur for the split up turn. If we torch, I mean, I think we're going to do it anyway, and it lets us play RAL, and I think they will then try to Zur down the RAL, and then we go for the split up still. We could plus the RAL too, maybe? It's probably not worth it, right? They could get lost it. Dig into the graveyard. Analyze the pollen. Go get Zur or Atraxa. We'll see what they are running here. They go get another Mistmoors. I still think they have Zur in hand. They only have 3-man open. They can't play it this turn, though. Lockdown. I still think they're just trying to pummel us with Zur. They're just trying to set up for that. Ride's End is not bad. It does not really help against the Zur turn. I think we're planning to lose RAL here. I think we'll just suck that up.
Think big.
3 steps ahead, we hit the counter. That's quite nice, actually. I don't think Ride's End is particularly good against them. I think we'll hold on to the split ups and the get lost. The get lost. They have a Beanstalk down there. We could kill the next Beanstalk. Do we need the land? We don't have to keep the land, although I like the land. Like, everything else is pretty good here. Have the counter, get lost to Beanstalk. Split ups, I think, are going to be essential. And I don't want to show them that we have the extra in hand. Yeah, alright. I think the land goes. Then we hold the counter for Zur. Because they do not have a Cavern of Souls. So this isn't the worst position to be. They have way more cards than us. Hey, it's Zur. Who would have thought? Yeah, we have to counter this. There's no real choice about that. And we'll see if they have the second one in hand. Or even a main deck to negate, which I'm not expecting, but could happen.
Plans coming together.
Next Beanstalk. Okay. So do we get lost another Beanstalk? Whew. We'll see if this card gets bans. Oh, another reason to play this deck today is it could be a look at what post-Beanstalk bans might look like. Like, yeah, you'll see more decks like this with stock up probably. Alright, this is a decent split-up turn as far as they go. If we also cast Get Lost, we could minus the RAL again, which isn't awful. Destroy all untapped creatures. Dude has 33 cards left. It's not like we're winning the game anytime soon. I think we can get lost the Beanstalk here, though. I mean, we'll be sad if they hit the next Zur immediately. Let's try not to use all of our white. I'm not sure why I wants to do that. Yeah, I think we go over the next Beanstalk. I mean, it's just like busted, right? Binding, take my RAL? Which is interesting. I mean, if we kill the binding somehow, we do get it back at full loyalty. Okay. I mean, if they slam Zur here, they do win. Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's fun. Fun stuff. 6 to the face, 6 to the face, 6 to the face, 6 to the face. Looks like lethal to me. I don't think we really need to see another turn. Yeah, I mean, that's for sure lethal, so I don't need to see the rest of that. Okay, we go to game 2. Let's see what we can include here. Exercise, destroy evil. Disdainful stroke, I guess, for some cheap overlord counters. Activated or triggered ability. Maybe you come into white and or blue. It would kill, maybe this comes in. I don't know. Let's just start here. I don't think we need any of the Torches Towers, for instance. I don't think we need the Lightning Helix. It just doesn't hit anything. Normalize gets outclassed so fast. I don't think we really want too many of those in there. I guess if they go for Zur on 5, you can nab it. I think we can cut some of these, though. Especially if we bring in Disdainful Stroke for the Overlords. Split up is good. Ride's End is awkward, right? It doesn't really net us that far ahead. I think I could probably go here. Every time they attack, they get the triggers anyway. Okay, how am I feeling about this? I think this is reasonable. Sure. Would you want to run No More Lies over anything? I don't know if the Tidebender finds that many targets, but it does something. Plus it puts on pressure in a weird way. Alright, let's run it back. We're playing against the best deck in Best of 3 Standard. We're giving it a go. Let's be on the play with no Beanstalks and their opening hand. That's my new motto for this. We on the play. Ay. We don't have double blue. We're on the play. We don't have double blue. This hand really isn't doing a whole lot. But I guess we could turn 3 Tidebend. Their Hauntwoods. Jeez, do you keep this? It's definitely not amazing. What do you want? You really want to see Stock Up and Jace in the opening hand, right? I think it's fine in Best of 3. The man is okay, at least. I don't know if we need the Barrage at all. White or blue? It kills Zur, but we could have just put in the No More Lies. But that also gets outclassed once they hit all their Everywhere lands. Yeah, maybe we could have dumped both these for the extra No More Lies. Okay. Well, let's see if the opponent goes turn 2 Beanstalk. Perhaps not. Just trying to hit your land drops on time. Might have another Surveil land in hand here. No, maybe not. Okay. There's the next blue. That's really nice. Whew. All right. Now we're in the game. Counterspell plus Tidebender down. Who do we save the counter for? Do we blow the Tidebender just to randomly put on pressure? It's not amazing, right? We'll catch a trigger. I think if we see them blow a Rule Spell, I think it's okay. It's kind of weird. It's much better if you get 2 for 1. But I'm Not sure how many removal spells they would keep in the deck realistically. Okay. Whack 'em for 3. Alright, we do have a clock now. And if we get another Tidebender down, and then hold the counterspell, that is a significant clock. Land. I mean, with the, yeah, essentially double counterspells on the way, this is a very significant clock, I think. So yeah, we can just Tidebend the ETB, right? Which I think is the play. I've not used this card very much because it's very much a best of 3 card. So I'm not like super familiar with how to use it. But I think we just hold the counter here. Plus the draw discard, like I think this is very solid. We're not looking at the Jace main plan. Now we're hitting them for 6 per turn. Go down to 11. With the counter plus the draw discard. If we draw into another counter, I think we just potentially just, you know, seal away the game. It's a quick clock. Okay, 5th land. If they tap out and counter it, the game's really close to over. Stock up. They can go get a removal spell, but I think we just want to protect our stuff. I think that's fine. Question is, do we tap out for the Fountain Port? Because if they have a get lost, it slows down the clock. We could also do nothing. If we made a treasure here, we'd have 7 mana. They only have 2 get lost. They have the Ride's End though as well. I don't know if they keep that in the deck. I think we'll hold on to the counter one more turn. But sadly, I think they'll go for a removal spell on our own turn. I don't know if we'll get the cheese win or not. Let's see, a Ride's End maybe? To damage? So it's a get lost instead. That's a tricky thing though. We still have to hold open the counter for Xur realistically. So I think you just let this go. So our clock is significantly slower. You can use a map token here. We can't chase because we need double blue actually. Okay, and we have to sit here. I mean, we could blow another map token. We won't get the draw discard, though. So this is fine for now, I think. We're trying to cheese lethal here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I am wishing we had the No More Lies instead of the Barrage. I think this was a mistake. Could they just hold Xur until they can get value out of it? Okay, again, I don't think we want to tap out. If we pay 2 to sack the map token, we also have our counterspell down. Destroy Evil, that's nice too. So we have the blue to play Jace if we want. Like a mini Jace. So I think we can use 1 map token here. Right, we go 3 for Jace and then have double blue open. And not destroy Evil. I guess we should plan for them to kill this thing though. Nah, we gotta do it. We could get a 2-turn clock. I think it's worth it. If this goes up to 4 power. The next counterspell, we keep that on top for sure. Alright, we'll see if there's a Ride's End. Binding. This is the destroy evil target if we want it. If we counter here, we have our counter shields down, so I think this is destroy evil instead. I think if we kill it now, we still get the attack through, don't we? Goes down. I think we still get it off, yeah. They got one more removal spell. A Get Lost. I don't think we can really drop the counter, though. If they Zur, they kind of just win? What if they don't have it, though? We don't have an answer to the Hauntwood still? With the counter on top. That's a bit awkward, right? Yeah, we kind of made a weird gambit here. We have no answer to the Hauntwoods coming. I mean, I guess we try to get them low. I don't know. I feel like we've kind of backed ourselves into a weird corner here. I saw the line to win with damage, and so we're just kind of trying to make it work, which is a weird thing to do. If they slam Zur and power up, we're really sad, because it undoes all our hard work. There's a Zur. Okay, sucks. Take 5. 5 lifelink. Alright, well, now we have to undo some things. We can barrage the Zur, though, which isn't so bad. Yeah, it's not awful. It is a blue creature. We don't have enough blue to do a whole lot here. Still attack for 4. We could counter this spell and make a copy. That'd be interesting. 3. Huh. Okay, let's hold on here one more second. We could make a copy of our creature. And, like, draw discard and try to look for... I don't know what removal spells we... I guess we have Get Lost in the deck. And Exercise. And Split Up. Although I don't think they're going to attack here. They know we have the counter in hand. They're at 5. We could also make a fish, which would be presenting lethal if we can find a way to kill the blocker. They want to exile you. This is our only attacking force. I think we counter it and make a copy of it. They don't have the next Zur. So how much mana do we have? It's like 7 mana. This would be 3. This would be 6, or we can take the draw discard. Which would leave us 2 mana open to potentially do something else to interact. Probably can't go for the copy. If they have one more removal spell, it's a bad blowout, right? Alright, so we'll just take the draw discard, I guess. It's trying to use all of our blue. Let's not do that. Okay. You got one more removal spell? The negate comes in. Okay. Creature down. They attack for 5. We are left over with a Jace. They have 9 cards down there. We hit the Get Lost, which is kind of huge. We could upkeep stop and kill it in case they draw the next negate. Ideally, we leave open blue here. Auto Tapper is really trying to mess us up. No stick at all, so they don't have the negate yet. So we can just take the draw and hold Get Lost. Exercise as well. That could come down right now. Not give him the tokens. I think that's fine by me. Still hold up and Get Lost. Okay, we took the aggressive line. It did not work. Now we're taking the mill line. It was maybe too risky to do. Atraxa, Jesus Christ. Okay. That's one way to do it. Cannot stop that. We could kill it before they get the negate, though. Which I guess is probably what you want to do here. Because I'm not super interested in seeing the negate get nabbed out of the top 7. There's the negate. There you go. Double Beanstalk. Must be nice. It negates. Tap land. They probably take the negate over the instant and a binding as well. They're at 37 cards. Alright, so now we're they don't have any threats, though. They do have the Beanstalk, which is annoying. But I think we're squarely off the damage plan and onto the Jace plan. He's a toucher. He's touching some guards. Surveil, sure. All right, so they did take negate. Oh yeah, Beanstalk, enchantment. They had to choose between Beanstalk and Binding. That's interesting. They take the Beanstalk. It makes sense. They're down to 14 cards. It's not a very good top deck. Let's draw again. Stock up. That's a huge draw here. Let's not let Auto Tapper screw us, because it really wants to. It's a huge top deck here. A counter spell and a Disdainful Stroke. Sure. Yeah? If we take the land... Nah, we gotta take the counters here. They have the negate, though. So we can't really counter anything they play. Oh, it's so sad. Damn. And we still probably take it here. We could now win off of, like, creature lands, interestingly enough. Still probably have to take the counter spells. Not a vigorously exciting result. Okay, maybe the fish comes through this turn. We basically can't counter anything. I mean, we're going to blow the first counter spell into the negate. 17 cards down there. So the next Jace mill does give us draw 3. They're at 28, so double Jace gets there too. I think we want to burn Disdainful Stroke because we want them to negate it, because we want 3 steps ahead to draw us into the next Jace. I think that is the play here. They only spent, what, 3 mana? I think it's fine. Like, I think we need to see the negate gone. So let's offer them it. They let it go, damn. That's too bad. I was definitely hoping for them to go for the negate there. Yeah, another one. Not surprised. It's a threat for Jace, sadly. Maybe they'll tap out. We're also at 9 life, by the way. We're kind of low here. Okay, they're close to tapped out. They go for one more map token. Zur on top. That's not very good for us, I'll tell you that. Jeez. And we're dead next turn, unless we draw the next counter. Okay. Can't win off the Restless Anchorage. We hit a stock up. I mean, the universe is giving us another chance here, I guess. Huh. This number lie is not looking so good. The Sunfall, I mean, the problem is they swing with everything for 9 damage, right? The Mistmoors is in fact a 7/7. So it looks like Beza would make some blockers on the ground, at least. Yikes, dude. I mean, it's not a great pick for sure. I mean, we need the blockers on the ground to live one more turn. So it has to at least be Beza. And then, I mean, there's no chance No More Lies does anything at this point in the game. I guess you take the Sunfall for the follow-up if we live. Somehow we have to get them to counter something else first, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's what has to be done here. Plus onto you.
Become subdued.
2 mana open, sure. Might get a treasure here too. We don't get any life, sadly. But we do get some blockers, and we get to get lost. If we kill the Mistmoors now, I think we want the Mistmoors to show up, right? Then we want a Sunfall and then counter the negate. Hopefully we can live. If they have like a million removal spells in hand, like my second game in my final match of the qualifier, that will be sad. Because we were trying to stabilize and play around the sweeper, and then they just like killed all 3 of our blockers and swung for 20 damage. Like that kind of thing is not very good. But they have the negate. Still, we have blockers? I guess they're going to go after one of our blockers. Let's see what they take here, actually. Obviously, if they take the Jace... No, they take the 1/1. We'll see if they can find lethal. Definitely going to have to be a bit mindful. We might have to burn Get Lost before Zur comes down. Let's see if they have 2 other cards in hand, so they have to both be removal spells. Otherwise, we hit the Sunfall, which is really nice. We go Sunfall, they go Negate, we go 3 steps ahead. We're kind of close to getting out of this. It just depends how many removal spells they have in hand. I don't think we can fight over this. Our only thing we can do here is we could try to get lost. But I don't think you play around 2 removal spells, right? So they go power up as many of these as they want. If they kill one of our blockers, and we can only block the Mistmores, we would take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pretty bad, actually. Yeah, but we can't really fight, because if they have the win, they just negate it anyway. So I don't think this matters, right? If they could win, they would negate. So I think you just let them have it and power up everything into the Sunfall. Yeah, we just have to pray they don't have another removal spell. Which is unlikely, but I think that's our only out here. There's no point in responding with anything. If we really care about the lifelink, we could kill Xur. Which is interesting. Maybe they won't commit into the sweeper. Afraid of commitment. Nope, they are not afraid. Still have plenty of mana left. Sure. Yes, the question is, do we kill the Xur to shut off the lifelink? Or do we just go for like the Jace plan? It's just you guys? Ah, going after Jace there. Maybe we kill the 2-1 then, actually. Are you going to let me move to blocks? That's what I want to know. We do move to blocks here. This is huge. Alright, so we actually survived this turn. And I think we kill the 2-1 and see if they fight over it. Because we can keep Jace alive. Whoops. I think that's quite big. That means we give him the life gain, but I think that's okay. Let's see if they fight with Negate here. It gives us the free Sunfall. We'll see what they do. Depends how afraid they are of the sweeper. It's close. They're touching the lands, they're touching the things, touching everything. They go for the gate now, so we do lose the Jace, which is interesting. So we have Sunfall and like a draw discard spell. Is all we get.
Much noise.
It's too bad because the next Jace -3 was a draw 3. You want to tap out anything else? I'm happy to see any other creatures you want to play. I guess they only have 3 mana, so they could just impend an Overlord. They have the next Analyze the Pollen, which sucks. I guess they go get another like Mistmores, basically. Yeah, okay. They just exiled their entire graveyard. Oh man, just to take us off Jace. That's so interesting. That's pretty smart. Especially because that's their second and last Analyze the Pollen. Split up for next turn. We start with Sunfall, and then we counter the Mistmores. We just need double blue open. Again, I think Auto Tapper is not screwing us this time. I mean, we're definitely in this game now. Okay, goodbye. Even if you have a 3rd negate in your sideboard, which I don't think you do, we have to counter. This is pretty interesting. So we counter their last threat. They get a free draw. They have 22 cards left. We could still Jace them out here. I think you... Technically, you don't have to counter this. You could just split up. But I think we want to power up the 7/7. So I think we are going to go for it here. Counter target spell and draw 2. Autopay with the treasure. Pretty important fight. There's a Jace. Ooh, Jace or Disdainful Stroke here. I mean, sorry, split up or disdainful stroke? I mean, Jace isn't even as good. I think you still keep it. Oh, man. If they play one more thing here, we're going to want the split up. Maybe the disdainful stroke goes, actually. Because we're all tapped out anyway. If they play like one more Mistmores here or something, I think we're going to wish we had the split up. We're at 9, by the way, so if they go, like, binding on our turn, randomly... Is that a 5-mana version? I think so. Alright. 20 cards left. Jace almost kills them. If we top deck the next Jace, we do win. No, but it's a really good stabilizing agent, for sure. I think you just mill 3. If you mill 15... How many get lost have we seen? Like, how many answers do they have to Jace left? 1 binding. 1 get lost. 2 get lost. 2nd binding. They have 2 more bindings left. -4 would be 12 cards. If both get lost are gone and they only run 2, we could take like a big Jace minus? Alright, I think we're starting with the Jace draw, and then we prepare to kill the Hauntwoods.
I'll take note of all your plans.
It's close to just going -15,
No
Nissa.
secret escapes
Okay.
my grasp.
Attacking with the 7/7 is interesting. I think we could actually do that this turn too and still hold up and get lost. They hit Zur, they attack Jace. Sorry, running out of time here. Alright, hit for 7. And just hold the get lost for the Hauntwoods, I think. Stock up. There's no more negates left as far as I know, so we just let it go. How many stock up is that? Just 1? 2 stock ups. They are ready for the long games. It does get them too closer to milling themselves out. We could also sack the 7/7 to the Fountain Port. We could also win through damage. It's close. This is a... I mean, they're about to get 2 fantastic cards, right? Down to 16. I guess we could have gone for the Jace Plus, and if they had the binding, get lost the binding. And try to just set up for the ultimate mill. Maybe that would have been a little bit better. Yeah, we could have... I mean, maybe that would have been better. Jace Plus, get lost the Hauntwoods. Could -18. You know, mill them for 18 the next turn. That's pretty close to dead. How many Zers do they have left? Well, they go for the binding. This is really good. Let's see what target they go for here. If they go for Jace, we have the get lost reset. That would actually be huge here. They do go for it. We let it go because we get it back, it resets.
I will enter.
So now get lost is going there. So I guess we're just eating 6? Or 7 if they map token? Nissa. Is that lethal? If they plus? Probably. So unfortunately, the problem is we have to get lost the Hauntwoods now, which sucks because I did not want to do that. They just overrun here. That's too bad. Otherwise, we had lethal right there. Sure. It's a 14-14. Well, with trample, so we have to burn this now, which sucks because otherwise we had lethal. It's definitely no third negate. $12 cards left. If we top deck the Jace, we do get there. There's still more Zers left in the deck, right? I mean, they just have to draw their Zer and they win. Come on, baby. This has been a long game. RAL, what are you doing here? All right, let's draw 3 discard. Let's draw into the Jason win, yeah? Auto tapper, please don't take all of our blue. I feel like you always want to take all of our blue. I mean, let's tap as many non-blue things as we can here. You can be red, you can be colorless. I don't think we need red for anything. This is fine here. Okay, we have mana to draw into the Jace here. 28 cards left. We have 3 more Jaces, right? No, just 2. Or a Get Lost would do it. I don't know how many Get Lost we have left. This 1, 2. Nope, no more Get Lost. And Destroy Evil and Exercise are gone. So basically we have to just top deck the Jace here. Opponent acting like they got a counter. I don't know what they're doing. Hit it. We could hit a stock up. But basically, they're going to have the next Zur in hand, right? Because we've only seen 2 Zurs, I think. 1 Zur. 2 Zurs, yeah. So the other 2 Zurs are basically in hand. So they power this up for 6, 7, 8. Use a map token, get to 9 damage. We are about dead, but the fact that they're thinking about the pause here, there's no way they have negate because they didn't negate the Get Lost. So I'm not really sure what they're thinking. We could potentially make a Fountain Port token to block the binding. That could be a way to survive 1 more turn to draw into Jace. But I don't know why the opponent would be taking their time here. They may be DC'd. Which would kind of be an anticlimactic again. I'm happy to either lose here or hit the Jace and win. I don't think a DC is particularly exciting to me. If they're really trying to bait us, they could try to think they DC'd and we try to win with the creature token, and then they'd come back and secretly attack. Less than 12 minutes remaining in your match timer. You will concede the match if it expires, but I'm not the one. Is my game frozen? Oh no, his. Okay. I have PTSD now. All right, the opponent. This is good to see because like I never recognized this in the qualifier event. But this dude has a timer ticking down from 11 minutes or 12 minutes, by the way. I thought it maybe ticked down at 5. Oh, I only have 5 minutes left on my own match timer. That's crazy. That's interesting. Does not lend itself well to streaming if you're talking a lot. The point is to like explain decision making process. Okay, we have to play quickly.
Doesn't I thirst for information?
Nope. Whiffed. Play the next one. We have no defense down. So I guess we wait 1 turn to hold blocks. The match timer. I didn't know it's 30 minutes for the entire match. It means we have to play the entire next match in under 4 minutes. I guess they did DC. This is good for me to see in person, though. Now this is the second time this happened. This is not... I didn't realize this for the entire match, and not for just a game. So that does mean we need to play significantly faster if we are going to run a slow deck like this in any kind of competitive tournament. Okay, they DC the whole match or the game? Damn, pretty anticlimactic. Wait, did we win 2 games? Or they just that means they concede the whole thing? I don't think we won one, right? We lost the first one and then this was it. Okay, well, the video's at 50 minutes already. That's too bad. Would have been cool to see the end there. I think we try to use the Fountain Port to make a blocker in case they Zur. Hope they don't have a removal spell. And get 1 more look off the RAL. And try to draw 3 into the next Jace. That was basically our plan there. Tasha's Tidebender was a weird approach I took in the beginning. It was maybe too greedy, but I don't think it was crazy, right? Like, we were able to put on a lot of pressure early. And if they didn't have as many removal spells, especially if they subbed them all out versus control, I do think it was kind of a decent strategy. But maybe if we had just abandoned it early and gone for the Jace win plan, it worked. Anyway, this is not a meta deck anyway. And we were competing against the best deck in Standard, the Beanstalk deck. So we'll see if that card gets banned anytime soon. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day. Like and subscribe and leave comments. And I will see you in the next one.